welcome back to Shemsuniverse. So today, guys, we're going to discuss the compatibility between Leo and Taurus. So these guys are very much similar, but they can never be more opposite. The reason being is Taurus is a sign of Venus. It's a sign of love, beauty, comfort, stability, and finances. Leo runs house 5, which is the house of like gambling, different extracurricular activities, risk-taking, our pride, our ego, our exterior family life, sort of like the external circumstances in our life, things that are outside of the home. Taurus values what's in the home and the security needs that need to be met to maintain a good, nurturing home. In a relationship compatibility between these two, I give it about 40%. The reason being is the only pros is that they have at least, they're both fixed signs. Their planets do get along quite well, Venus and Sun, but the way in which they show their love and the way in which that they go towards relationships could never be more different. The Taurus person wants to show their love at home, through a sexual dynamic. They want to make sure that their partner is very comfortable and feels stable with them, and they want to make sure that they're actually providing for their said partner. The Leo, on the other hand, wants to do sort of the same thing, except it's driven by their ego. The Taurus is driven by security. The Leo is driven by ego, the sun, the need for that self-satisfaction. So now the sun here is exalted within Leo, and when that happens is you get a Leo person that is very prideful. They like to be served by their partner. They want to be the center of attention when they go out, and they want to make sure that their relationship is very known to the world. They want to make sure they can show off their partner, and more so than that, show off themselves. So when you get these two in a dynamic, you get somebody who wants to more so have a more private, stable life, and then somebody who wants to be sort of in the public eye. So this is like the idea of like a Kardashian, like a Kylie Jenner who's a Leo, that sort of public relationship, like what she has with Travis Scott, where everybody kind of knows what's going on. It's only recently they've more so privatized the relationship so that it actually can go more smooth. Another thing that I want to look at here is the idea of these two when it comes to trust and so forth. It's going to be hard for the Taurus person to trust the Leo, as they're very prideful and want to be seen everywhere, so they might view that as you're looking for other companionship. And for the Leo, they might look at the Taurus in a sense of, well, you're not willing to show me off, we're not going out as much, we're not doing the public relationship that I want to undertake. And because of that, that can offend the Leo. My solution is, if you're already in a relationship with this sort of dynamic going on, is find that fine balance in between. This is like a 40% chance it could still work. What you want to do is make sure that if you're a Taurus, that you're actually going out, you're doing things that are a bit unexpected. Don't do the same cycle over and over, like how you do with your business and your job, where you're just following a process and you're making sure that you're staying very disciplined. With your Leo, you need to surprise them. You need to make sure that you're having fun. Be very spontaneous. These are the things that they like, and more so than ever, put the camera on them. Make sure that your attention, your perspective, whenever you're around them, is completely on them. Have a laser view of them. When you have that, that's going to arouse them, that's going to turn them on, and that's going to make them more so appreciate you, because they're not going to know what to expect. So when you're around, their senses are going to be more heightened. They're going to be looking out for the little things that you're going to be doing. All right? If you're the Leo person, I'd ask you to have more patience with the Taurus, as they are definitely very suitable partners for a relationship. They're people that can definitely be trusted. They're very good for love. They have the planet of love and sensuality. So if you actually take time to get out of the public view and your own ego for a sec, actually look at the Taurus person, understand them as a person, the complexities of their personality, you'll begin to appreciate them a lot more. All right? In a business perspective, I'd say the same, about 40 to 50%. The only reason being is because these guys definitely are two fixed signs, so half the time it could definitely work. The problem would be about who's actually going to govern or run the business partnership. And then another thing is, what sort of business you guys really do. The reason I say that is because a Taurus person might be into things such as like helping, the arts, different charitable organizations, whereas the Leo is going to want a business that's going to allow them to go on private jets. They want to have the rich, superior life. I mean, if they're into the arts, it's going to be for superstardom. They want to really be noticed by the world, and they want people to almost be jealous and envious of what they have. That really feeds into the Leo's ego and makes them feel stronger, right? So you guys have a different perspective towards business as well, whereas one person might want to actually make a lot of money, just enough to be very secure, but also helping other people, which is the Taurus. You get the Leo that just wants to make a lot of money, be very famous, and get a lot of nice stuff. I'm not saying Leos are completely shallow. You guys have to bear in mind, we're only talking about sun signs here. None of us are only our sun sign, but I'm talking about just the sun sign dynamics here. This is the stuff to look out for, but there's still a lot more complexity to it. The next thing that I want to cover is the friendship between these two. The friendship is strong. It can be because, like I said, fixed signs are very good for at least trusting one another. I'd say this is the highest part of it. I'd say 60 to 70% of the time this can definitely work. The reason being, Taurus people are very, very good at reciprocating good energy to the people that give them good energy. So if a Leo person's coming to them and they get involved with like a sports team, they're competitive, they're doing different extracurricular activities where they end up forming a friendship or they meet each other on the job, you guys can definitely be very good friends. Taurus will definitely keep the same dialogue that the Leo introduces, and then vice versa. Once the Leo person feels that they're dealing with somebody that's on their level of authenticity, that they're actually doing things that are the Leo consider productive, then you have a good dynamic here. The main reason Leos don't end up befriending a lot of people is that they don't view them on their level, or they're not doing the things that they want them to do. Meaning, I'm not saying that they're utilitarian, but what I'm saying is Leo people, to a certain concept, can just say, if you're not into the arts and I'm into the arts, then why do we hang out? If you're not into sports, I'm into sports, then why do we hang out? If you're not into modeling and I'm into modeling, why do we hang out? They want to have people around them that are actually doing the same things as them so that they can grow with those people. Leo people usually have friendships that either turn to something intimate, or if it's not that type of dynamic, they do business together. They get money together. They get famous together. They do fun things. They're very outgoing people. So for the most part, if that Taurus person is not the very social networking type of person, the type of person that wants to go to the big city on the weekends, more than likely the Leo person will not be around them for that long. All right? But that does sum up the sort of compatibility between the Leo and the Taurus. But if you guys do have any questions about it whatsoever, just please let me know in the comments. Aside from that, guys, please like, subscribe. Holla me for today, guys. Peace.